Oh, look, Ruger made a fucking Glock. Yada yada. Everybody likes to say Ruger made a Glock. In a world of shadow systems, in a world of PSA daggers, do we really need another fucking Glock? Do we? I mean, I don't think we do you? Neither do I. It does have an MOS plate or an optics plate. Supposedly underneath here, there's a whole bunch of holes that you can stick things in because we're men and we like sticking holes in things, or things in holes, but I digress. Out of the box, it comes with a couple of Magpul P mags, which are, fuck you for now. I don't even want to talk about Magpul right now because they pissed me the fuck off. It has suppressor height sights. It feels like a skinny Glock 19. One of the things I hate about the Glock 19 is like all of this meat falls off the gun because I have to like press myself and squeeze myself up into it because when I actually hold the gun, my hand comes off it because although I'm built like a 12-year-old girl, I have man hands. The trigger feels like a stock Glock, okay? Yay, Ruger, you made a stock Glock. Let's see what it does, but we'll use a good magazine because a Men 2 makes better magazines than fucking Magpul, but let's not talk about that right now. We have our surrogate CEO down there. It shoots like a Glock. Feels like it has a Glock trigger. It recoils like a stock Glock. So Ruger made a Glock. God damn it, Ruger made a fucking Glock. So Ruger made the RXM. It's not a Glock, but it uses Glock stuff. The slide, the frame, pretty much all feels very Glock-like without a Glock price tag. This thing comes in under 500 bucks, which last I checked, Glocks didn't. It uses the same stuff. There's some small proprietary changes that allow this to have a serialized FCI, fire control insert, I think, because they don't want to infringe on SIG's patent. With Magpul being involved, maybe they're going to make different, like full-size frames or smaller frames. They're going to kind of make grip patterns that change the way this thing works or the way it feels. One of the things now that I've shot it that I'm kind of anxious to see is if they make a Flux Raider style chassis for this, because as cool as the Raider is, it's fucking unicorn teeth. You can't find them. That's frustrating to a lot of people that don't have a shit ton of money. Now, I had a Flux Raider. I liked it. I didn't use it a lot, so I traded it to a buddy of mine for stuff that I needed that I was actually going to use. However, I still want one. This might actually reopen that door because, as we all know, Flux started out making chassis type stuff for Glocks, and then when SIG won that contract, they stopped making them. So we'll see where that goes. It might go somewhere, it might go nowhere. It does take Glock magazines, so all of your pre-existing magazines will fit it. One of the things that always bothered me about the new Glock killer guns was they all had proprietary magazines. No offense, I don't have one or two extra magazines. I literally have 50 Glock magazines that are probably still in the package because I only cycle through like 4 or 5 of them. But every new Glock killer gun starts off strong and then it starts shooting you in the leg spontaneously. Or the aftermarket doesn't doesn't embrace it and provide anything for it. So Ruger took a gun with a healthy aftermarket support and shoved themselves as deep into it as they could get a trigger. That's kind of smart. Say what you want. If you want to hate it, go ahead and hate it. But I think it's like anal. You kind of got to try it, don't you, ladies? Just be gentle.